to recognize Kelly and Isabel Blanchett. Thank you all for being here. And my wife Crystal is here as well, so thank you for being here, honey. But I failed to tell her that she wouldn't be sitting up at the front table before we actually got to the building, so sorry about that. But she can't sneak out early now, so that's good. How many of y'all saw the State of the Union address last night? Yeah. That was amazing, wasn't it? It was great. Not partisan at all. No, it was very unifying. Great message. I heard afterwards that President Biden actually had a meeting with his cabinet about it. And then he also spoke to his bookcase and his desk. Now you think about it. How great would it be to be Joe Biden? And to wake up every day and, for the first time ever, learn that you're president of the United States. Now, in 2020, President Biden barely left his basement to campaign. Now, there's a reason for that. Of course, unfortunately, COVID is going around. And one of the symptoms of COVID is you lose your sense of smell. And I don't know where Joe Biden would be without his sense of smell. But now, I mean, he is out there, he is working hard. In fact, today, I heard that he's campaigning all across the country, and today alone, he was in 3 different states. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend anybody at the joke there, big brother. They must have heard me, that's right. Yeah, please don't joke about that. He was in 3 different states. He was in a state of confusion, a state of unconsciousness, and a state of disorientation. But on a serious note, how many of you all regret the fact that here in Tennessee, we do not have to write a check to the state for income tax? We don't have to file income tax return in the state of Tennessee. Who all would love to do that? One of the people most responsible for Tennessee not having an income tax, Tennessee never having an income tax, is Marsha Blackburn. She was serving our great state long before she was in the U.S. Senate, both in Congress, in the U.S. United States House, as well as in the General Assembly. And I'm just so very proud of everything that she's done and the great way that she represents our wonderful state in Washington, D.C. So this is actually some prepared remarks that I have on her behalf, and it says that she wishes she could be here with us tonight because, like all of us, she vastly prefers Tennessee to Washington, D.C. But she's doing the job that we sent her there to do, and it's more important than ever that we send her back to keep fighting for us. And she does have one heck of a fight on her hands in Washington. Our values are under attack from Joe Biden, Chuck Schumer, and the woke radical Democrats. Several socialists have declared their intention to run, and all of them are out of step with the people of Tennessee. They're as radical as they come. They are so liberal that they make Joe Biden, Chuck Schumer, and Nancy Pelosi look like conservatives. Any one of these far-left Democrats would be a foot soldier for Biden and Schumer in the Senate. And they would stand in the way of Republicans taking back the Senate majority. Senator Blackburn is running on her record, a proven record of serving Tennessee families and championing conservative values. She fought tooth and nail to ensure the men and women who volunteered to defend our country are not forced to take a shot that violates their beliefs. It's common sense. Shouldn't we protect the freedom of those who signed up to protect our freedom? She led the Senate and House Republicans against the Biden administration's illegal student debt giveaway. She's fighting big tech and their censorship of conservative voices and protecting our kids online. She's dead set on protecting our children from the woke agenda, focusing on education and not indoctrination. And at the top of her list, she is fighting to stop the seemingly endless flow of illegal immigrants across our southern border and to build the wall. We need to join her in this fight for our Tennessee conservative values. So I'm asking you to join me right here on Team Marcia. See Carson in the back if you haven't already, and talk with her about how you can get involved. Sign up to volunteer. If you're in college or high school, ask about their internship program. Take out your phone and text WIN to 48041. That's WIN, WIN to 48041. Go to MarciaBlackburn.com and give $5. Tell your friends and family about the importance of this election. Together we can do it. Together we can take our country back and put America back on the path to greatness once again. Now I'd like to take a moment, please, and just talk about the importance of state and local elections. Because, we do talk about what happens at the federal level, and that's really important. But what happens in Knox County, what happens across the state of Tennessee is important too. Who governs matters. And you can see it in how well Tennessee is doing, especially compared to many other places around the country. I'd like to share with you all some statistics. So in 2018, I ran for office for the first time for Knox County Mayor. It's kind of legendary now. I won that race by only 23 votes, the primary. In 2022, I won my primary by 24,687 because I was unopposed. Problem is, but here's the problem. In 2018, 40,558 people voted in the GOP primary. Only 24,000 voted in 2022. That's a drop-off of 40%. It's just as bad when you look at the general election. In 2018, 51,000 people voted for me as Knox County Mayor in the general election. My opponent garnered about 26,000 votes. 2022, I got 30,306 votes. My opponent got 24,250. The total for me dropped 41%. The total for my Democrat opposition only dropped 6.5%. And you can say, well, the mayor was a terrible candidate. Okay. Problem is, that was across the board with every county-wide race. Tennessee is a fantastic place to live, to work, and to raise a family. Knox County, as I always say, is the best place to live, to work. But if we want to keep it like that, these numbers cannot stand. We all make fun of the Democrats because of their crazy ideas, which they are, but they're organized and they work really hard. And we need to take them very seriously. We have a supermajority in the General Assembly. That's wonderful. That's great. We can get all these wonderful, tremendous bills pushed through. But it wasn't that long ago that the Democrats had a supermajority in the state of Tennessee. And boy, that flipped in a heartbeat. And do not think that the same thing cannot happen to us. And do not think that the same thing cannot happen here in Knox County. In 2022, we lost a school board race that was very winnable. Now we have a pretty radical person in that position on school board. We almost lost the county commission race. In Knox County, the reddest of the red across this entire country. This is important, folks. And it's important not just for Knox County. It's important not just for Tennessee. It's important not just for America. It's important for the entire world. Our country has been the beacon of liberty and freedom for 2 centuries around the world. Everyone looks to us as the leader. Sadly, the lights are going out. Look at California. Look at New York, look at Illinois, look at all these other places. They've completely forgotten what makes us special, what makes us awesome, what makes us amazing. They have just fully, hook, line, and sinker, bought the siren song of socialism, thinking that's going to fix all the problems. The big government will fix everything instead of making things worse. What's the antidote? The antidote's Tennessee. That's the antidote. Because while the rest of the country, the lights are going out, here in Tennessee, we're still strong. Here in Tennessee, we are a beacon like a lighthouse. And while the rest of the country is being battered about on the waves of these social changes and socialism itself, we're standing here with this lighthouse built upon the firm foundation of individual liberty and the free enterprise system. And we're telling the rest of the country, we are Tennessee. We are what America can be. We are what America should be. And we are what America will be. But that only happens if we do our job and we motivate people to get out and to vote. Make America great again. Keep Tennessee great. Thank you all so very much.